Alright, what up, YouTube? This is No Cap, No Filter. I'm your host, Marley G, back at y'all in the episode of Running With You. And tonight we got to run about this video I came across. I haven't looked at it yet. We're going to react to it together. But it's this woman breaking down what she feels like is what's wrong with this generation females. Let's see what she got to say, man. Let's get straight into it. Y'all know how I do, bro. See what she talking about, man.
The problem with this generation of females, and I'm going to say we just simply because I'm in a generation that I'm talking about, but I'm not talking about myself. The problem with this generation of females is that we expect too much out of a nigga that we can't even do ourselves. For us, for example, I'm not even talking about emotional connection, physical connection, intimacy, mental, just how he treats you. I'm not talking about any of those things. I'm talking about just simply, for example, if you want a purse that costs $1,200 and you can't afford to pay for it yourself, why do you expect him to, or why do you think he can? He might can. He might can't afford it. But it's like a rule for y'all. It's like, oh, he gotta spend this and this on me. But you can't even afford to spend that on yourself.
Anybody who's asking somebody to get something that they can't afford themselves, don't even look at that person as a true candidate for a relationship. Women that expect men to do things like that, they just look at them as simps. And then she started off by saying, "Oh, why a woman gotta?" She was saying how women expect things from niggas. I don't even like when women even refer to men as niggas. Like, first of all, that's automatically a turn off. But I understand what she's saying. You know, like if you can't even afford it yourself, you shouldn't expect somebody else to get it. But I don't really just like that term either, because even if you can't afford it to get it yourself, don't expect me to get it. Even if you can't afford something that's $1,200, don't expect me to get it just right off the rip. And I'm expecting, and I'm guessing she's saying all these things was when you first meet somebody right off the rip. That's entitlement. One thing a man cannot stand is a woman that's entitled to his money. Just like a woman can't stand with a man that's entitled, that thinks he's entitled to her body.
Then you call him broke. So are you broke too? If you want some Bottegas and you can't afford to spend on yourself, why do you think he can? Y'all problem is y'all be on social media and start comparing yourself to other 22, 23, 24-year-olds. That's not realistic. That's not realistic for somebody in their early 20s to be spending bands on somebody else. That's not realistic. Comparison is a thief of joy. Stop comparing yourself to these people on social media because it's not real. This is not real, bro. Like,
Yeah, man, that's be the first thing
the
that they
problem
say
with this
is,
generation of people.
that be the first thing they say is, oh, well, if you can't get it, you broke. Nah, it ain't always the case. Sometimes a man got it to get it. He just don't want to get it for you because you didn't earn it. You didn't deserve that. You didn't put in enough time and rapport with a man. One thing about a man, he'll do something for a woman that he's feeling. He'll do something for a woman and she ain't even gotta ask sometime if he able to. You know, or at least he will put some type of effort in trying if he likes a woman. You know, sometimes you ain't even gotta ask for something to be done or given to you, you know, if he really likes you like that. You know, it's just like with a woman. When she wants a man, she'll give him all the time of day if she likes him. But if she don't like him, she's gonna always be busy no matter what. And even if she does give a man the time of day, once she finish eating or finish drinking, oh, she gotta go. You know, it's the same thing. You know, and she's right. Comparison is the thief of joy. She's right when it comes to social media. People are, you know, just being sheep. They'll see a lot of women doing these things, behaving this way, and still getting rewarded. So they act as such. They're gonna feel entitled. They're gonna feel like they need a number. They're gonna feel like they need money just to get their number. They're gonna need money just to get their time. It's a lot of slick side prostitution going on right around here, really, to be honest. You know, and it's no shame right now. It's all about money. It's all about status. It's all about, you know, clout. What have you done for me lately? What can you do for me now? If you can't do this X, Y, and Z for me, then we ain't got nothing to talk about. It's a whole lot of that going on right now, and it's to the 10th power when it comes to social media and hypergamy. You know, mind you, all this been like that. Women always like validation. Women always like attention. You know, you can ask a woman what's her number, and if she got a boyfriend, she'll say, "Oh, I can't get my number. I got a boyfriend." But you could say, "Oh, well, what's your Instagram?" They'll be quick to give you the Instagram, or at least think about it because they're thinking to themselves, "Oh man, there could be an extra follower, there could be extra validation, there could be extra attention." You know, they can at least think about it. You know, because women love that. You know, um, so yeah, man. I think in this generation, it's a lot of monkey see, monkey do. It's a lot of it's just a herd in a sheep mentality, and a lot of women they think in groups. You know, like most men, we think for ourselves because we gotta fend for ourselves at the end of the day. But women, they kind of just think in groups, and I think that's a biological thing that's just wired in them. You know, for survival purposes. But when they think in groups, they see a lot of girls in a certain criteria act a certain way and getting rewarded because, they're not being shameful. They don't have no good moral compass. They don't have a care in the world. All they caring about is money. All they caring about is attention and being seen. And, if one man don't do it, the next man will, you know? And that's the mentality they having right now. And I think that's crumbling the dating market. And another thing that's crumbling the dating market that a lot of people feel like is everybody, nobody's really single. And I think I'm gonna have to react to a clip that I passed up that I seen about that. But what do y'all think about this clip? Is she's making sense? Do girls feel too entitled to a man's wallet too early? Men, I think men always been the same. I just think women change. Men, we always been the hunters. We always been, the person that's gonna go seek out women. And we just know our gender roles. I think what's changed is women changed, and the occurrence of social media and the smartphone has changed things, you know. But women still want a traditional man, but they don't want to be traditional themselves, and that's where the lines get blurred, you know. And I think we do have to start separating things. Like you gotta know the difference between a woman and a hoe. You gotta know the difference between a lady and a prostitute. Like you just gotta call it how it is. But let me know what y'all think down in the comment section below. If you like the video, go ahead on and hit the like button. Go ahead on and subscribe. And until next time, I'm out.